Hey queens and goddesses, I'm here to tell you about this show I am premiering on the 7th of October of this year called the Black Aphrodite Experience. This show's for us. This is a show where we get to express what it's really like to be in the footsteps of a black woman in the US. Of course, I'm going to be the host and I'm going to showcase a lot about my experience as a black woman in the United States, but I'm also going to feature my friends, some of my family members, and we're going to show you how it is. In the first season, it's going to be about finding your passion. I created this platform, the Dear Miss Aphrodite organization, just based on that. I found my passion, and I meet so many people, even other races and other genders. They can't find their passion. They just think 9 to 5 is it, and they're not happy. And this is where this show comes into play. If you're not living your best life, then it's not worth living it. And this is why this show is number one and definitely needed, especially during a pandemic where we are questioning like the degrees we went to school for. Like, can we even make this work for us right now in this situation? Roles are changing. Like, we was able to work in the office, be in front of children, especially as a teacher. Like, the best part of being a teacher is actually interacting with the children in front of us, not in the screen. But now we got a lot of teleworking, and now we like, how are we going to really be happy? Like, I don't know about you, but I can't teach if I'm on in front of a screen. It's not the same. But I'm doing it here with you because I want to reach more people than in one classroom. I want to reach people in other states, in other parts of Maryland, because Maryland itself is huge. And I want to eventually, I hope I can impact people overseas, because the Black Aphrodite Experience is a story that is worth telling, and eventually we need to be the one to tell it. We don't need no more males telling our story. We don't need no more races telling our story. We have to tell it ourselves. We can tell our own story. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, what the show's going to be about, how I came up with the name Miss Aphrodite, and what is the Black Aphrodite Experience. But first, I'm going to give you just a little intro of what the show's going to be about. The show is about the life of a black woman in the U.S. and like things we go through, challenges, but on my perspective, of course, because I can't speak on all black people, all women in the U.S., because we all come in different flavor, different experiences, and different situations. So I'm just going to be mostly focusing on my mind, and maybe you can relate to it. And then within the season, I want to explore other women of color in the U.S., and they're going to tell their story. I want to feature them too. So it's definitely worth listening to, watching this show as we progress through seasons, situations, and lifestyles. But first, now I'm going to get you to know more about me. As I mentioned in the beginning, my name is Mone't, first and middle name. Don't need to put last name. It's too long. And most people get it wrong. So we'll keep it simple. And I started the Guide by Aphrodite Instagram when, like, a couple years ago, because I wanted to feature more of my writing. I'm from Peachtree County, Maryland, and I graduated from the University of Maryland last year in spring from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I went to PG, Prince George Community College, for 3 years when I left high school at Frederick Douglass in Upper Marlboro. And I have always been writing. I've been writing since I was 4. Whenever I was able to pick up a pen and somebody gave me paper, that's when I started. And I've been writing ever since. Like, there was times where I didn't think writing was for me, but as time went on, it kept coming back in my life. And then eventually, by the time I became a senior in high school, I just knew it. It was it. This was my thing. This was my passion. And now, from this show I'm coming up with, I want other people to find their passion. I meet so many people that say they like these things, but they don't know they can make money out of it. I want to let you know you can. And that's what this first season is going to be about. Finding your passion. As time went on, I became a teacher. And I was a natural act. My mom was a teacher. And it just was easy for me. It was the first or like second job while I was in college. And I kept at it for 4 years. Even participating in a program in college, helping like high school students to get them interested in going to college, or pursuing, like they can like find something they're interested in while in college, because college is good for professional degrees, but you will have to find yourself within. So I came up with the name Miss Aphrodite after attending a class senior year where we talked about the Greek goddesses, and she just stuck to me. She had the personality, she was helpful, but also from the outside, people saw her differently. They thought like she was too free spirit, didn't respect laws and anything. But the main thing was she just wanted to find happiness while being showing her confidence, not worrying about what people thought of her, and just enjoying living life. While in high school, I was not the most confident, but I wanted to be like that. I was like, that could be me. I felt that was supposed to be like, that's what was supposed to be me, her personality, and I just didn't know how to do it. So that became my alter ego, and I just stuck with it, and it just grew on me. Now I became more confident within the years, especially in college. I was more outspoken than I was in high school. I even started doing spoken word while in college. And I kept doing that for like a few years while teaching. Teaching became a natural act for me, and I taught in a preschool setting in 2 places, in Maryland and in DC. And then this year I was able to use those skills and teach overseas to teach English to preschool students, and it was a great experience until COVID showed up. But the experience was amazing. And of course, the children were wonderful. Now, the Black Aphrodite Experience is something that is just in you. It's something that a lot of women don't want to showcase because all the negative feedback we see on social media. And this is the time where we need to express ourselves and tell people this is who we are. We're not the same, and we can represent ourselves in many layers. We don't have to be just the housewife. We don't have to be the businesswoman. We don't have to be the sassy one. And we have sexuality that we enjoy expressing as well. So this is a show where we showcase these things. And this is and that's why this show is called the Black Aphrodite Experience. Because I want you to be able to showcase all of these features. While I showcase mine, I want you to showcase yours. And all the people I feature, I want them to do the same thing. So the show will be raw and it's going to be real. So I hope you're ready for that kind of show. So this show is for women, of course, but young girls of color. Guys can benefit from it because many males want to put females in a box, especially women of color, and we do not belong in a box. No one belongs in a box. And here we want to express why we don't belong in a box, because we have too many layers if we belong in a box. And if you have not already, subscribe to this channel, because I know you're going to love it, you're going to benefit from it, your little sister can benefit from it, your cousin can benefit from it, your friends can benefit from it, and of course you can benefit from it. And this show is beneficial for all race, especially people of color, women of color, men of color. All people can benefit from this show, and this is why this is the show to be. This is the show you should be watching. This is the show you need to subscribe. And if you have not been following me, or you didn't know anything about my social media channel, you can find more my articles on Miss Aphrodite on Facebook page, on Instagram, Guided by Aphrodite, and follow me there. You get updates about my life. And I have a website called dearmissaphrodite.com. So check out all the social media. You should see it below here. And of course, subscribe on the channel Mone't, so that you get the updates of the next episode. In the next video, we want to explore more about the show and the seasons. And then after that show, after that episode, we're going to actually be showcasing the show on October 7th. So I hope you're ready and watching the show. Of course, subscribe, because we're just getting started. See ya.